Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything Except You, of course, and my lovely best friend co-host, Amanda.
Hello. Hi, it's me, Amanda. Oh, God, I'm sorry. That probably blew the mic out. Look, it's been a weekend. It's really early in the morning. The sun isn't even up yet.
So early. Whoa, really wow.
Early. Yeah. I was up at 4:30 because I had a dog being dropped off at 5. Aww. And he's like, the dad's like, I'll drop him off around 5 tomorrow. And I'm like, you need to tell me exactly when you're dropping off so that I can set an alarm for 2 minutes.
What better way to start the day than with some little puppy snuggies, right?
Yeah, and some hot topics. Let's go right into housekeeping. We got some really good stuff this week, you guys. All the shows are speeding up. Yeah. Oh. What are we in?
Oh, you know what time it is. Make sure you're checking us out every Tuesday. We got an episode of Hot Topics. We're talking about what's hot, what's not. And this week, I mean, really a mixed bag.
Yeah.
But I'm still loving Before the 90 Days, which, speaking of girl dinner this week, it's really just like a comprehensive Before the 90 Days season 8 as of late.
Where we're at.
Look at that one. Yeah. Newest episode just dropped. We can't wait to watch it, and we're gonna see if we can get those screeners so we can get even more to you
so we can actually be on top of it. Now we're kind of a week behind. I watched about half of this episode, but my heart's not in it. Yeah.
Oh, my heart's in it.
It will be. Just, we just didn't have time to prepare. So we're gonna get this all handled by next week. Sister Wives.
That's
we're
right.
In COVID. We're deep in the pandemic.
Season 15, episode 7, birthday breakdown. Poor Brianna Royal. They all have COVID birthdays. It's like the worst thing that could ever happen. Ever. Also, Leah and Audrey do this pretty cool thing where they are heroes. They save mom. We got Bonnie. And rent-free living for like a good year and a half. I mean, it's a pretty sweet gig the way that they spun that tale.
And Mary wears her tight pants to go pick up Bonnie for a 12-hour round tripper.
That's right. Oh, and don't worry if you think like I'm dissing Leon and Audrey. I'm not. It's the best thing ever because it's the episode where Cody rolls around to Mary's and he's waiting for Leon and Audrey to come outside, but they're not coming because they left 2 weeks ago.
And Mary's just standing there filming him like,
oh, I wish you could see him too, Cody, but
you could have if they were here, but they're
freaking hilarious. You know, it's not funny, but it's hot. This Total Request podcast, heated rivalry, and Amanda fills in all the gaps, if you will. Because you got in, you bought in, and you watched the whole season.
I'm in, baby. I did. I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing. I think maybe this week. Really knowing because now I've watched enough TikToks about it, so now I know what my real opinion is. Now that I've read all the comments, but I know a lot about it, so I'm at least just gonna give more of a breakdown of the show in general, the actors, where they've come from, just the whole thing. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today a little bit.
Yay! Because the show or its people won some awards on the Golden Globes, which we're going to be talking about. Yeah, someone won something, I thought. Or they were talking, nominated.
They like presented something. Is that what you're talking about? But they were there and it was like a big deal.
Everyone maybe they were just there.
We'll get into it in the segment.
I don't know the show. Weird.
Okay.
Jodie doesn't watch like dramatic series.
It's not really dramatic. It's more just pornographic. Okay, great. Let's do some weekend update.
Oh, that's right.
I need to do timestamps.
I just imagined you still talking through all that. I gotta do timestamps. I gotta go and I gotta like pay the bills and I gotta check the mail. I gotta $10 and like dun 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 dun.
There needs to be a shit sound at the end of that. It's missing like a little.
Oh yeah, people in our reviews. That's what they said. They're like more poop sounds.
Oh
People
no!
Like, yeah, no.
Stop reading the reviews. I don't want to know anything at all.
Oh,
all right.
right.
What did you do this weekend? I had so much fun.
Gosh. Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I am continuing to binge, and I highly encourage everyone to do this. This is going to be like my new Tubi. Remember when we found Tubi and we are like, holy shit, Tubi has, which we still continue to say,
still does.
Great selection of shows, movies. You never know, sleeping over there. But I have been going back to this show. It is on HBO Max. It's
Jesse
not
Martin
new.
Does this? He's the original Tom Collins in Rent.
Oh, well, some other guy, Hill Harper, also comes on. It's a show. It's a CNN original series. How it really happened.
Okay, all right.
With Jesse L. Martin or Hill Harper, whatever. So basically, it's 8 seasons. Each season has got maybe 10, 12 episodes. And
wait, where's it on? Do I have to be on CNN for this?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay, I'm looking at the episodes.
Read off some of these cases. Now you're gonna say, Amanda, Jodie, like we know all about these.
I'm gonna be into this.
Swear to God,
is Aunt Diane in there?
No, you and I know these cases. Like, just read some of them.
Okay. Well, the most recent season 8 is Titanic. Clearance. No, I'd be into that. Anthrax, Terror by Mail. Oscar Pistorius, The Blade Runner. Gardner Art Heist, Stealing Beauty. Atlanta Olympic Bombing. I didn't even know that happened. Let's look at
that was a two-farter too.
It is. It's most recent actually. It's not letting me look at the other fucking seasons, but anyway, you get the idea. This looks great.
Seasons. Well, there's a 2-part Susan Smith, if you remember her.
I was in a musical about her. Thank you very much. Where I had to say the N-word.
Go back, please go and watch it. Watch the Susan Smith blew my mind. It really is like how it really happened. Did you know that Susan Smith and her husband, they were like basically divorced?
Yeah.
They like both had other like boyfriend, girlfriends. It was like all this other shit going on. Okay. Well, I don't remember that part. They really go into it. And I'm trying to think of, another, that got us going into other, but I'm telling you, go and watch this series. There's like a Chandra Levy one. There's John Bonet. Haven't watched that one.
So all the classics.
Yes, but they go into like all the things that you really didn't see. It's what really happened. It's what watch it. You're going to be like, okay, but there is stuff that you didn't know about it. And that led me to the other thing that we binged, which was, so this is ID channel, but they come through on, I think this one came through on Hulu.
I think someone recommended this to us. Oh, Andrea Yates.
It is excellent. It's called, it just kind of came on The Cult and the Killer, I believe. The Andrea Yates story. It's 3 parts. And just like the other one, it's what really happened. They talk about this religious leader that she was really following, and she was listening to these tapes. And then there's this guy who he reminds me of the one guy in that show, Sunny in Philadelphia, with the voice that drives me nuts.
Charlie Day.
Yes. So there is a cult survivor who's now probably in his 20s, 30s. He's exactly like that guy. And he's talking about he can get a little...
he sounds very charismatic and funny.
Funny enough. Well, I don't know if I should. No. I'm not. No. Okay. You're going to watch it. Watch it.
I'll watch that if you watch Hated Rivalry. I don't know. I was expecting that you would have watched that over the weekend.
Well, update on that. Okay,
racing.
So we were deep into this. Yes, hormones racing, and now and then I got into a deep hole of how am I going to redecorate this office?
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah.
this has to come together in some sort of way because it's just, I'm looking at 2 plants and a vacuum cleaner in a corner and like things are piling. I bought wallpaper. I'm not going to reveal. I'm not going to do a reveal yet. But I bought wallpaper and I have a plan, Amanda. But most importantly, I texted you this. Now you have no idea what you are in for.
Oh, this Sister Wives thing.
For Sister Wives. Yes, I'm building up to this. So while I'm in my deep hole of like getting aggravated, I'm like, fuck it. I'm leaving the office as is. Don't care.
Are you telling this now or are we putting this in the Sister Wives section?
During Sister Wives, because
okay.
I think there needs to be a collective, oh my. Okay. While I'm like getting frustrated. Do you ever do this where you're like, oh, I'm excited. I'm going to look for this. And all of a sudden you're like, fuck it. I can't find anything. Emptying all my carts. I've give up. I'm just never going to find what I need. But I did find what I needed when I was making this week's cover. I really went back and forth with this week's Sister Wives cover.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I landed on
last night, yes.
Robin making a little junk journal because I really do think she and Ray Gunn, the disgraced Australian B-girl, actual B-girl.
Oh my God, when she said I forgot she had said B-girl until I started listening to a podcast this morning.
I started doing a deep dive into, obviously, where they filmed the tell-all, and then something, I don't know what it was, but I started wondering when, it was the breakdancing video. I was like, oh God, what day of the week was that?
Your cover is so good because in her junk journal, that is her only actual talent. Like, that's the thing is is her only claim. She was so upset when she accidentally said it because then she was like, fuck, now they're going to play.
I know.
But like, there's nothing else. There are no other talents. You have no manipulation is a great talent, but you can't really put that in a scrapbook or say it.
Yeah, she actually uses breakdancing knowing how awful it's going to go for her.
Yeah, girl.
Because that's
nothing.
How bone dry
it's the well we're
this woman's life is. Yes.
Yeah.
So the breakdancing video, it had a date on it, and let me see here. I'll throw this one up here.
Oh, but I actually wanted to make this comment. I'm like, God, she really looks the same, and I was like, wow, she still looks really. No, I was like, I was trying to think of how she kind of like looks the same here as she kind of did when she joined the family. Certainly not now. And then I was like, oh, wow, she just, she looked really young when she joined the family. But then I realized here, she's only 18 years old, meaning that she basically just aged to 30.
Because she's what, a year or two older than I am?
I think
so she's 19, 20 here?
I think she was 20. So she would already been married here, by the way, and knocked up.
Okay, so this is, okay, so
at age
here's
20.
that's my little, that's just going to be, this is nothing you have to prepare for. This is not like setting you up to have some sort of reaction, Amanda. Like it's just, it set me off in such a direction about this date because just like you and maybe everyone else too, I was like, okay, man, that's probably around like Mother's Day 1998. Wait, was she like pregnant with Dayton? And boy, I mean, it just opened the door.
I was thinking of this timeline earlier, like over the weekend while I was painting. Okay.
It's just,
I can't wait. She wouldn't tell me over text.
Amanda, I really think I think our podcasting career, like there's a lot of moments that we're like, okay, like obviously this, but like, this is just really one when it's like, for any two people to be together and no information about a person, such as what I found out, like it's meant for us. Like Amanda, if you ever like, like I question, life and like, is there a God? I can tell you there is because I don't know how else this information.
Oh my God, I can't fucking wait.
Found its way to us, and I know it's a big buildup, but it's gonna be so good.
I just want you to also know I was looking up shirts at Old Navy online yesterday, and I almost bought like the shirt you're wearing, but in like a plum.
Oh, but this is an Amazon, Amanda.
Oh, okay, well maybe I'll just get it because I just buy all your clothes anyway. Send me the link. I'll get a different color. Yeah.
I canceled Stitch Fix.
Oh, good for you.
Not happy. Just not happy. Doesn't fit my style.
Well,
I wish it did, by the way.
They're nailing it.
For anyone else who gets it, like I get it, there are cute things, just not what I'm getting. And I'm like so afraid I will actually be sent a Robin blouse and I'll pick it thinking it's not a Robin blouse. And I'll be like, see, Stitch
That's
makes
the
sense
real
thinks it's not like
danger.
Robin. You'll be like, yeah, Jodie, totally.
I just know all of Robin's clothes are filled with static. Just it's a sensory nightmare.
I
Robin's
felt that
closet.
polyester in my hand,
the
that blouse.
underside,
It's
the
itchy.
lotion. Oh God, I can't.
Uh-huh. It's like a fine grit sandpaper when you rub it together.
All right, so I'll put in
So
I'll put in the show lineup like Sister Wives Jodie. Oh, you already put it. Jodie's real deep dive. Okay, great. But you're gonna tell that today.
I will. Yes,
Okay,
today on today's live at noon Central.
Oh, so I have to wait now? I have to wait till tomorrow. Are you fucking kidding?
No.
Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous.
This
is outrageous.
It requires and it will evoke.
You want an audience. You
what
want a
they
crowd.
call a collective effervescence.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you though, like this is when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh, thank God. Like everyone's hearing this.
Okay. Man, I was really geared up to hear something there. Okay, fine. Tomorrow you will.
It'll be worth
today.
it. It'll be
by the time this episode drops, you guys will hear it later today. All right. Well, great.
Robin's a sick fuck. That's all I gotta say. All right, what did you do this weekend?
Well, I wanted to circle back around to that Susan Smith thing and just let you know that when I did that show, I'm not even going to say the title of it because I don't want anyone to look it up. Because first of all, the director looked like Denzel Washington. I was madly in love with him. Woo, he was hot. And he also like wrote the show. The show was like not good. But like it was weird because like the first act like followed the actual story of it. And it had like some like kind of bigger names in it, kind of like off Broadway wise. Or in like the kind of like R&B community. And one of the producers of the show was the guy that played Punjab in Annie.
Oh. Was Michael
he saved her with his
Williams
turban.
in it?
Oh, his name is McKelty Williams, isn't it?
Does he say it McKelty or does he say
I remember because I remember watching a lot of interviews surrounding Forrest Gump and it was McKelty Williams. And then I would always get irritated when people would repronounce it as Michael T. Williams because that indicates that it's Michael T. Williams, but it's McKelty. I think maybe I'm wrong.
Just like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
Can we look this up?
I thought he was for some reason, Michael B. Jordan. Wasn't there like an R&B in like the 90s or something that sang some songs?
His name is McKelty Williams. Jordan? I don't know what you're talking about, but this guy's name is spelled exactly like McKelty, and it is pronounced McKelty. People say, and when McKelty was telling the story, she repronounced her own name. I was named after Michael T. Williams.
Okay, well, do you know how outrageous it is? This will tell you that McKelty Brown, like our McKelty Brown, is so outrageously nothing like McKelty. What is it?
Williamson,
that no one in the 20 years of Sister Wives was ever like, oh, weird. There's only one other person on this planet named McKelty. And
I thought that,
Williamson.
But I was like, there's no way you'd be named after this guy.
How is there not more talk of this? Wow.
I don't know. Because it is a weird
name. He even did a Bubba Gump cover when Dave was talking about the shrimp room.
McKelty and Tony released a video
Jodie.
this week of them taking their kids to Buc-ee's. It's their second episode.
I'm dreading this.
I know I'm not watching that.
I'll tell you what, they didn't have the cleanest bathrooms in the area after McKelty and her kids ran through. I could tell you that for sure.
They had to just like bleach the whole thing down and like light a match.
Those bathrooms, there's fucking shit everywhere.
Oh, back to that. Let me wrap up the thing about this show. The way the second act was, they had it turn out that like I spent about an hour on stage making out with the guy that played my boyfriend. And then the director of the show, who looked like Denzel Washington, walks on stage, and now it becomes like a murder mystery where they faked the guy's death or something, and he's like really alive, and he's like, and like, like I turn to him and I'm like, what is this about? And he like points a gun in my face and goes, justice. And me and Brad used to make fun of it all the time. And I don't know. And then that show ended with like the whole town. It was like a coup to get Susan Smith. And then the black guy that she accused isn't really dead. And he's really alive. And it was all a coup for the whole town came together to convict this woman.
Is that true? Is that part true?
That's of course not true.
I was gonna say, I'm like, when
weird way
that didn't really happen, according to Harper Hill.
Not really happen. Okay. Anyway, this is what I did. I decided to repaint my kitchen chairs white. Decorators white. Debbie's.
Oh, look at us. We're getting all decorator-y.
Yeah. So then I repainted my coffee table, and then I repainted every wall in my house and floorboard and baseboard. And I like took out wood glue and I reformed the corners on all the baseboards. I like sat on the ground and like constructed it. It was a manic episode. Then my dad came over and he built a like a new TV stand that I bought for my living room. It really opened up the living room because it actually fits the space. Took him 5 hours. And it was great. He walked in, handed me back the sweater that I bought him. And when I gave it to him, I was like, remember, I bought you that zip up hoodie.
Yeah, no, they never want the gift that you give them.
No, well, but I had bought him this hoodie from Old Navy that was very much looks like the shirt that I got him. And I'm like, remember, I got you that and you love it so much. And he's like, yeah. So I give it to him. And it is literally just a flannel plaid black and white sweater. Like, looks like everything every man out there is walking. He walks in, hands it back to me and goes, I don't like when people force their own tastes on me. And he's like, your mother used to always do it and I don't like it from you. As he's wearing the zip up hoodie from Old Navy that I had gotten him. And I didn't even point it out. Anyway,
did he follow it up like Cody Brown with, you're not going to have any like, daddy issues and be a bitter old housewife.
He did. He basically did. He's like, what? He's like, you're going to be mad at me? Sully's sneezing again. His herpes is back. Good. I went 1 week without taking anyone to the vet. So I painted all that, did all that. My dad built that. He spent 5 hours here. It was a lot. But that was pretty much, that was my weekend. It was great. I mean, everything is done in my house now. I'm done.
And then you do the thing, didn't we just talk about this, where you're like, oh my God, Dad. And then he leaves and you're like, I mean, I really am lucky that I've had him this long.
No, I never feel like that with my dad. He's so aggravating. And then I went to my mom's last night to watch the Golden Globes with her and Ron. And she had a full like crash out. And then she immediately knew that it was like,
she had a Bubba Gump. Whoa. It's like,
she did though. And Ron actually had to go up to her at one point and was like, relax. And I've never seen him stand up to her, but it was like, it was absolutely like, it was wild. It was crazy. And I didn't even say it because I was like, and then he's like, relax. And she did. She knew immediately that it was embarrassing. I was like, that was
sometimes
wild.
I've heard that sometimes mothers, they can get like a little stressed out sometimes. And like, sometimes they might just be like, clean your shit up. I mean, it's fine.
Every single person in my family, every single person on my mom's side of the family has said to me, like, we understand. Like, that must have been, we understand why you are like you are. Okay.
That's what aunts and uncles are for, guys.
Yes.
Either you are that person or you've been approached. We all know.
You're doing great. You're handling this real well. Yeah. But that was, I think that's really all I did. I did send you a video of my dad playing with Sully. He's like, get a picture, get a video, send it to me. He always wants a video of him playing with the cat. And then the video, I sent it to you. And then I realized rewatching it that it's a very there's a lot going on in that video because I put on a Stephen Sondheim mix on YouTube because I had Mad Men on. He's like, you always have to have people talking. Can't we just sit here in silence and we can chat? And I'm like, I'm going to put on some music then. So I sent you this video. He's playing with the cat and there's like Pacific Overtures is playing. There's a lot going on. Walter's
I didn't even take in the background. There's just like a cat licking all over your dad. And I was like, he's about to lose his face.
My dad's full out.
We're about to really have a Travis moment here. I don't want you to have to choose like Harambe. Like
anyway, it was 2 days in a row of both of my parents. And I'm like, going to spend the next week in a bubble. Then the week after that, I'm going to 2 shows back to back. I'm seeing Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with my dad. And then the next day, I'm going back to the scene of the crime, Stage West, to see Sister Act with Debbie and Aster. And Debbie's like, maybe this time we don't start with a full plate of raw seafood from a landlocked
the
province.
$48 steak frites.
Yeah.
47.
It's in the 40s. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Except you have to say, like, Colty and Larissa, Auntie Davy.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into hot topics. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like I did something else this weekend, but whatever.
We'll think of it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, hot off the press, we got the golden. What? It's hot. It's so hot.
Couches over here. She leapt from the ottoman to the couch.
What? Oh, Scout
It's
did.
so hot in here. Scout jumped to the couch. It was a little joke.
It's hot in here too. It's hot, and it's only getting hotter because the sun is now coming up. Okay, the Golden Globes.
The stars are out. Yes.
They're out.
All right, Nikki Glaser looked great. I gotta say, she looked amazing.
Why can't I click on this? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Because I was clicking on it at the same time.
Okay.
And so I was watching some of the pre-show stuff, real stupid, real bad. That used to be so good back in the day.
I
and
know,
now it's
the
just
red carpet. I saw one really funny interaction with Natasha Lyonne. Is that her name? I find her to be just such a she's always in character. Like she should be a stock type of character that you would play in like an old 1920s Depression
She's
era.
like an Erica Jane. Like, hey.
Yes, totally. But I saw this interaction where she was like talking to The Rock, and like the guy, the host was trying to like get her to come over, and she was like very deep in talks with The Rock. And then he like had to pull her over, and The Rock was wasted. He's like drinking whiskey or tequila.
He was wearing like, I'm an old Hollywood icon with these rimless glasses, and I'm turning around a glass because I'm that casual
of tequila. And Natasha, she's like, "Do you see this guy? He's great in the smashing machine. Do you see that? It was a great." And I was like, "You are just such a fucking fascinating. You don't like her?" She was like dated Fred Armisen for a very long time, and I feel like there's such a specific type of person that like dates Fred Armisen.
Yeah, or a certain type of person that would date her.
I guess. I think she's fabulous. Anyway, but what? Okay, sorry, but did you see anything on the red carpets that titillated you?
No, just like it's so awkward and it's so fake and phony that I don't really like watching it anymore. I thought Nikki Glaser did a really good job. I honestly, I think we turned off after like best actor or something. It was like we were kind of watching really just to see, are there going to be any like big political statements or something? And really it was just Jean Smart on the red carpet very briefly. It wasn't like a big deal. I didn't think, but
I took some screenshots of some like kind of interesting. I mean, I left it like
I seen one.
Okay,
I see one photo that I would love to talk about. So yeah,
okay. So here's your favorite show. Everyone is recommending this for you specifically to watch. Is Jodie watching
I honestly, I kept checking back for the next episode, but apparently that was the first season. What? It didn't move along fast enough for me. I'm like, okay, it just seems. I needed more. Nothing against her. I just needed more with the writing, and I still don't understand how I'm supposed to feel about her character. And at this point, I don't want to wait till season 2 to know how I should feel about the main character.
It's like you forget everything that happened in between seasons. Everyone was writing to us recommending it because her character reminds them so much of Mary.
Oh God, right? I can see that. Yes.
Okay, next, we got Timothy Chalamet.
You were saved from the apocalypse. Poor me.
Oh, is that what the show is about?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about it. Timothy Chalamet won for Marty Supreme. I just want to get this kid an Oscar because he seems to want it so bad, and he's like very earnestly trying. I think he should have won for that Bob Dylan thing last year, but this is apparently it. So great. Let's give him the fucking Oscar so he can relax for a second. My God. Next, Noah Wyle. The Pit.
Welcome to the Pit. I mean, who knew? I should really just start reviewing new shows and series and just call it.
Based on our vocal stems. The little kid from what's it called one though with the
Adolescence.
Yes, and he was so nervous.
I loved that. He had on like a little space suit. I'm a little
it read very like steampunk almost. Or like Captain Von
they're like,
Trapp.
oh, this is young Hollywood. Like up there, you know, like you can pull it off. You're young, but like you're transitioning, you know, you're gonna be like a young adult.
Yeah, he was cute though. It was. I mean, I love that because he really did deserve it. Like that.
And his dad. I love that guy, that little Scottish guy who played his dad in Adolescence.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, I love him.
Jodie. Fucking song one. I was like, no, and it is still in my head. It's in my head. I listened to the whole Lily Allen album on the way home from this. It's still in I don't even know the words.
The thing is, I don't know either, but it the sound cancels you out and me out when we sing it, which is probably fine.
Yeah.
Which is probably fine because it's in your head forever. Like it is a banger. Felt really bad for the woman who wrote this because she just kept going on.
Oh, I didn't feel bad. I was like, you didn't cure cancer. Move along.
Right.
Except, I mean, I get it.
Who snuck up on stage with her though?
Who?
Steve.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, he was Steve Brady. Miranda. Looking for Miranda.
Miranda.
Next, what's
song?
This? Oh, Timothy. That's Chalamet. This one. This is what I came for. Amy Poehler.
Thank you.
This is a deserved award because she hasn't even been doing this a year, and we were clocking that shit from the beginning. And from the first episode, I have been hooked. And they should have featured Cola Scola more on that little, like her little montage of the podcast because that was the best episode. That's like such a good episode. And she should, and I love that she won against Will Arnett. Who they are friends, but I'm really glad that Call Her Daddy didn't win and that Mel Robbins didn't win.
My god. Yeah. That would have been bad.
My mom was like, should there be like what if there was like like podcast awards for like a lower tier that isn't celebrities? She's like, would you want to be nominated? I was like, fuck no. I don't want it to be any more like known than we are. Oh god.
Maybe if podcasters, well, I mean, the answer is like absolutely no because like,
no
cameras, whatever.
Oh god.
Only if you would have to be seen just as we're seeing here. So like torso up in a box, no full body shot.
I don't know. I get enough hate just from this box.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm all set.
Yeah, she had a really funny moment. What did she like? She went up there and what did she say? It's just how she imagined it. She was accepting the award by who gave it to her? Who was the presenter?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, she was like, just how I imagine it. Snoop Dogg gave me the award. That was great. I just love her.
I love her too. I mean, she deserved because she is. Everyone always said, like I saw a comment the other day that's like, straight white men should have to pay $10,000 to get a podcast mic, but I think, I mean, everyone starts podcasts. It is much harder than it seems, and she somehow just is so good at it. And it's like it really shows how well respected she is in the community because she has so many friends, and not even where she's asking them questions about her life. She has like inside jokes with every single person that she like interviews. Like she has a history where they can talk about actual stories, and that's why it's interesting to listen to it. It's not just Alex, whatever her name is, on Call Her Daddy being like, "You're amazing, totally," which gets a little grating, which is probably how we would be if we interviewed someone.
And Amy is very relaxed. She puts everyone else at ease. Everyone's very comfortable opening up or just being themselves. I really like it. And it is an easy podcast to listen to.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this. I mean, I am happy that podcasting is being taken slightly more seriously now as like, this isn't going away. People like need podcast. I need podcasts in a way that like, I just need to have that's just what makes me feel comforted all the time. A couple other things that happened at the Globes. I thought this was a very sweet moment. Macaulay Culkin is back. And
Oh.
he was like, it's been 35 years or whatever since I've been to the Golden Globes. Thank you for welcoming me back. And he's just very funny. And he's like, it's nice. He's like, I do exist outside of the realm of Christmas. And I was like, he's just very
That's
comfortable on
cute.
stage. He's very funny. He's very self-deprecating. I would love to see like a real comeback where like his trajectory ends with him getting like some kind of like an Oscar or something. Because I think he has it in him. He's the more
I could see
likable
that.
of the two famous brothers. I don't like that other one.
Oh
That other
God,
one,
remember that
I
other
don't like
one.
that other one at all. And then of course, the boys from Heated Rivalry were there. I was very excited. The whole audience was just very excited that they were there. And actually, maybe should I just move up Heated Rivalry really quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to talk about Heated Rivalry now. Okay.
Yeah.
The timestamp is 35:44. By the way, did you see my thing that I said that my text where we can just say clip that and AI will clip it? So
hey AI,
clip. Anyway, okay.
Good
Heated
one.
Rivalry. This is what I know about the show now from all the countless TikToks that are on my algorithm now. This show was, and I've listened to interviews with the showrunner, all this stuff. This only came out. Wait, when did this come out? On November 28th. So it's been out for 2 months, less than 2 months, 6 weeks. And 6 weeks ago, both of these boys had jobs in like restaurants at like the Olive Garden or something. Like actually, and people online were like people were finding reviews where both like definitely the one guy, the Canadian one, the one in the white here, the white. He's mentioned in a lot of reviews by name at the restaurant because he's so charismatic.
That's cute.
And I love the trajectory of this whole thing because 6 weeks ago they were not famous and now they are both so famous. And they're famous because they're very sexy and the sex scenes are very like crazy, but like again, they're not really that much more crazy than a lot of other sex scenes you've seen. It's just there's a really good connection. And the real conversation here is that this is what happens when you actually hire people with talent, with really good chemistry, and not just casting Sydney Sweeney, Timothy Chalamet again. It like you need to trust the audience that we will actually like get connected, feel connected to people that just like have it. Now, the guy that plays the Russian here, he's getting like a lot of conversation, especially because people
he looks like a skeleton.
No,
he's like a skeleton face. Like a
this
scary,
is what people
like
are talking about though, is that he like even real Russian people are like completely fooled me, thought he was Russian. And everyone is commenting on the fact that when you see him in an interview, he looks like a different person. He like somehow morphs his face when he's playing the Russian character. Like his lip has a different curl to it. His jaw looks more locked. Like there's something about this actor that everyone's going to be following.
This is something.
Because he just, the way he looks Russian. And this is what Russian people are saying. They're like, he fooled me. Katya, the drag queen who is Russian, was like, 100% thought like she's like I didn't think he was born in Russia, but I certainly thought he was Russian and like grew up speaking Russian, and he learned Russian in 2 weeks. Like that's how quickly he got like the hang of it. And he's just like a fucking actor. And people finding clips of him when he's like 11 years old. He started a little YouTube channel and he's like, I want to be famous. And I just love watching.
That's really cute. I did not know that. I love that.
That's all I've learned this week. And they're both they both never been famous. They're both not media trained, so their interviews are just really cute and funny. There was a really cute moment with the Russian guy. He's not Russian. His name's Connor Story, with him and Jenelle James from Abbott Elementary. Did you see this clip? It's circulating around. They were being interviewed together on the red carpet, and the interviewer was like, oh, so Jenelle, how do you feel standing next to this sexy young man? Do you feel turned on? And she like looked at the interview. She's like, no. She's like, what I'm thinking about is what an amazing talent he is and how amazing the story is and the love story and how this is great for gay people. And he like the look on his face went from like being disappointed that this question was being asked to like looking at her. And all the questions are like, all the comments are like, mother, mother, mother. And she was like not having it. She's like, no, that's not what I'm thinking of this man who's half my age. I'm thinking of what a talent he is. Anyway, that's my spiel. You were about to say something and then I kept rambling. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say like these two guys, they're like the acting hockey world's Nikki Blonsky, just plucked out of plucked for stardom. I just saw this thing that I guess it's on TikTok. People are making all these cakes and stuff for
probably everyone's talking about it. You need to watch it. And like the big moment that, you know, how they have like Vanderpump people watching Scandival for the first time, you know, my boyfriend finally got to Scandival. The one that everyone's watching is, it has to do with the two characters you actually know. They kind of come back around and it's this big moment. And I watch every video. It's like a big moment in episode 5.
Okay. We watched 3.
We watched 3. Okay. But when you get to and I had read ahead and already knew that this was going to happen. And I wish I hadn't. Okay. So, episode 5 is really that's the one that people were saying, like, people are putting this up there with like Ozymandias from Breaking Bad is like the best episode of television ever written. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow. And there's 6 episodes total?
There are only 6. And what people are saying is the reason women like this is because it's watching 2 people in love where there isn't any kind of real power imbalance and there's no patriarchal shit going on at all. And there's no mention of AIDS and there's no cheating. There's no scandal. Nobody's breaking anyone's heart. They're not cheating on their girlfriends. The women in the show are like best friends with the boys and they're nothing but supportive. So there's just a big conversation going on around this and the patriarchy. And then what's this other one? I feel like you found another thing about Heated Rivalry. Oh, this.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Again, it's just like everyone's making their little cakes and posting them and cute.
Clip.
Hockey.
Hockey. It's not about hockey.
Let's go hockey ball. Get that net goal. I'm just kidding. We all know that's a goal, right? Do they do that goal or is that soccer?
I think that's
they
soccer.
Don't do that in hockey, do they?
When I worked in Manhattan, whenever the World Cup was on, it was a fucking nightmare. Because all the Europeans would assemble at like 8 a.m. and they would just sit and scream all day long. Go, go, go! Oh! They're ordering like a pitcher of beer every 2 hours, and I'm like, this is great.
It sounds like Cody Brown, except with his lemons.
It does, yeah.
All right, what else?
Let's get into Sister Wives. Now that we're talking about Cody, great transition. Let's talk Sister Wives. Okay. Tell all.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm going to go into like a Robin specific deep dive
tomorrow, though, or
Tuesday, noon Central, or on this week's one-on-one tell-all part 1, whatever it is. But like, let's just give a little taste. Now, obviously, you know, I'm going to do a deep dive on the things that I see. Okay. I really was going to go with a whole theme for the cover of like opulence, actual opulence, like where the actual tell-all is filmed. That's opulence. This is Cody and Robin's, obviously, sculptures next to the door. Pretty. One's a butterfly and one's it almost looks like a judge.
Well, like a herald, I feel.
That's good. A herald. You're so smart.
Oh, Hera. It's called Hera. So yeah, it is a herald.
Hera.
People were finding this. Zuleska also found these.
Sure, yeah.
And people were reminding us all in the comments last night. And I forgot that this part happened in this movie, and it's the scariest part. But in Neverending Story, when Atreyu needs to walk through the two things that look like this, and they like dart laser beams out. Did you grow up watching Neverending Story?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't remember this part specifically.
Oh, he like has to just walk through this tunnel, and there's 2 things that look like that looking at each other, like 2 women, and then he has to run through before they can like shoot him with a laser, and it is the scariest part for me.
Well, so $3,500.
Great.
Yeah, worth it. Look how regal they look. They look. Oh my
God,
I can see what they thought it would look like, but then you put them there, and it legitimately looks like something you could get at like a Home and Garden. I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for? like where they were selling their My Sister Wives closet jewelry.
Oh,
where
yeah,
Jenelle
like
threw the 11 by 17 rug over her shoulder.
But what I think it is also, they look like what would be like in an arts district of a city.
Yes, this is what I mean. Yeah, let's say like reclaimed things, like arts and crafts, but not like yarn. Yeah, artisans, whatever.
It would be outside, like the trendy area of Calgary has a bunch of statues like this all around the streets.
Correct.
Because it's art. It's like conceptual art. Like it's
you're not putting it in front of your 1990s weird lodgy outdated mansion.
Yeah.
With already in the back. Look, they're stacking the art 2-3 high in the back already. I
saw. God.
Gotta love it. And then again, I'm going to deep dive Robin. It's going to be amazing. I also did, for those of you who are wondering, Mary does look good. I will give her that. This is a great Mary look. I did find her blazer, Maurice's.
Okay.
Who knew? What did you think of Suki? I mean, I know we're going to talk about this more on that episode, but what did you think of Sooks?
I think she aggravates me because she kept bringing up the fucking the girl, like, tell me about what girl games are. But then you have to realize she's like, she kind of there is a way to go about this type of hosting. Debbie Gutierrez has told us that, like, you have to kind of play the game, and you do have to circle it back around and repeat things over and over. So like, I don't actually think she's as like dumb as like she's coming across as like, what is girl games? She's really just trying to like, and Jenelle is being evasive too. Like, Suki needs to like get to the bottom of this shit. And now that there's new producers, we're getting a little more shady. And I think Suki's personality is coming out. This is one of my favorite moments of the episode, which I call Suki in hell, is just watching these two fucking
Mary and Jen. She doesn't
immediately hates them. No, she's like, no, stop laughing. Like, you can tell this.
Her face is always like, what
are you laughing at?
What? Oh, and Mary really, I mean, she could have dropped the mic. Showtime at the Apollo with the juggling.
See, there, it's like Suki. It seems like Suki didn't understand what Mary was saying, but she obviously did. But Suki almost wanted to be like, "Are you fucking kidding? Like, answer the really question. Like, what is your stupid hidden talent?" No, and Mary kept going with it.
Yeah, no. So Suki, this is where you're like, okay, like it was a really funny joke, but no, like, do you have any talents? Like,
personality, juggling 5 at the time, right?
Yeah. Like, okay, well, Jen gave you that one for sure.
Right.
Suki sucks at the follow-up questions. I get that she's going in there. She does ask the questions that are written for her to ask, which some of them are pointed. But for example, maybe she does ask this follow-up, but based on what we've seen so far, she doesn't. When she asked Mary, like, do you think Jenelle was throwing you under the bus by going to talk to Cody? Well, I sure hope she asked Mary, do you think you threw Jenelle under the bus when you went to go talk to Cody last season after Jenelle advised you I would get an attorney?
Yeah.
And also Mary or Suki, let's just, since I was shitting on her, maybe you could say, well, Mary, do you think Jenelle said that because neither of them knew where you stood? They didn't know you weren't signing because the NDA? Or do you think there was other reason? Like, come on, Suki.
That's the thing, is that I wonder
that's if the reaction that we want from them. We want you to call them on like the contradiction or the hypocrisy, not just the question.
She won't do that, but I wish that the season had maybe been restructured in a different way. I don't know how, but I really wish we could have watched the season knowing what they're talking around the whole season about the NDA, because they kind of bring it up. But like, if that had been more in this fucking cat, if that had been mentioned more, now there's much more context to everything that they're saying throughout the season about the first contract and the waiting, and then this, and then the backdoor deal. Now, I did say, I'm going to walk back a little bit what I said last week about how I believe Cody, because now I think people are going to think that we're like, yay, Cody, men's rights, all this.
Yeah, come to our Kelly.
Right. It's more specifically in that conversation at the beginning where they're watching a clip and then Mary's like, well, Cody's not telling me anything. And Cody's like, that's a lie. She wouldn't talk to me. I believe him there because it does seem very like in the moment. He's like so fucking like exasperated. Now, however,
and then she does say at the very end when she's like, well, I don't know why they would do a backdoor deal. I don't know why they would do a backdoor deal. And then at the very end, she's like, hell yeah, I wasn't responding or talking to anyone.
Exactly.
Oh.
So you aren't completely innocent. And it doesn't, but then when we find out that there's an NDA, then now I'm back on Mary's side. Because I'm like, I'm glad you didn't sign. Thank you for not signing it. So now that we're actually getting the NDA out in the open, great. Maybe let's lean on Robin a little bit here now.
Let's
why
talk
did
about
it take you so long to sign? Because that's what everyone's bringing up too. Is that very first, to just get the land restructured, Robin held out for months and months, and that was clearly about the NDA because I don't like them talking crap about me. That's please lean on Robin. I will be irritated.
My children, Saul and Arya, are very tender and very impressionable, and they can read about this on the internet.
Right. So we'll see but the first part of the episode is really rough to watch. The singing with Christine. I hate David. I just really don't like David. He's becoming more and more unlikable to me. And it doesn't help to hear.
You don't call that an ego. You don't call that an ego.
Suki's like,
what to do with him asking you or saying, I'm sorry that I said I didn't love you, because that they were so mad about that. How dare you say that our kids see this and you say you didn't?
They're still not telling us something about that.
So he apologizes for it, and they're like, "How dare you apologize for that?" In front of David, Dave was like, "Okay, sounds good. I'm going forward." Like he couldn't have been more excited talking to Cody. But then they left, and then he's mad that he said it doesn't make sense.
I'm more irritated on him saying, yeah, Christine's going to try to talk over me every time I try to talk. She just, bye-bye. Whose show is this? What is the show called again? You just got here and we liked you for about 10 minutes. So maybe just like.
He's the male Penelope. Well, my sister was a sister wife. And,
he's so aggravated.
Also, okay, David, we saw that you got like your cool new little hot rocket drive around toy. Like he is another Cody.
I know he is. It was
so he could show off his new little fucking toy, just like Cody riding around his
Cody in a different font, in like a more palatable font.
Cody was like Cody's like an Arial. Like, I want to be this at the beginning of the alphabet, starting with an A because I'm the first man. And David's like a Comic Sans or Courier New. You know, he's kind of rounded. He starts with a C font.
I feel like Christine is starting to catch on. I think Christine's she's not letting it enter her head, but there's moments where Christine's like, don't think about how maybe I rushed into this a bit too much, and maybe this isn't forever. And
wait, hold
really
on. What font is Christine?
I mean, I don't really know any fonts other than that. What's that Avatar one? Because there was that SNL sketch about it.
Papyrus?
Yeah, Papyrus.
Oh. I was gonna say like a GG.
Probably Christine is Papyrus.
Curls.
Oh yeah, I use two.
Or like the party font. Like woo! There's little twirls and dipsy doos. Okay, anyhow, we'll
talk about it. Yeah, we'll do a full rewatch. Everyone needs to join in because this is a good tell-all.
Don't get me started. We're so bad. All right, what's up next?
Can't wait to hear about that timeline thing you're talking about. Is that everything? Okay, let's get on to this. Really quickly, you threw this in here. SNL's lineup. So go ahead with this.
Okay, so January 17th. All right, that's this week. Finn Wolfhard.
Yay.
Amanda, you know Finn Wolfhard.
He's from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. I truly had no idea.
Yeah.
And ASAP Rocky.
Okay, I've heard of him.
Name a song.
Oh, I mean, I didn't say I could name any songs.
Same. All right, January 24th. Yes. Tiana Taylor.
Oh, she just won a Golden Globe for
exactly.
Right. So that's good. She's beautiful. Oh my god.
Only reason that I knew who that was. Otherwise, I would have thought maybe that was a singer.
Yeah.
Geese.
Never heard of
Geese.
that. No.
I'm assuming it's one of the shoes that comes with a golden goose shoe. Like, I don't know what this is. Geese. Okay. January 31st. Alexander Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Now I know his dad also won something at the Golden Globes, and he was also in Mamma Mia. That's him?
Oh, Stellan.
Stellan won.
Stellan won?
Stellan
There's a bunch
won.
of them. And isn't there a Peter Sarsgaard?
Oh my God. This is the exact.
Isn't that the one that
you
looks
are
like
Adam,
Brad?
I am me. We had this exact conversation last night. He goes, Skarsgård, there's a whole bunch of them. And he pulls them up. He's like, oh yeah, there's Alexander. And he goes, what about Peter? And so I typed that in and I'm like, oh, it's Peter Sarsgaard.
Yes. He looks like Brad. He looks even more like
And
him
you know
now.
what?
Yeah.
Everyone else just learned that too. I'm so glad that it's not just us who
And
thought that was also a Skarsgård.
Isn't there another? Isn't the guy that played It also?
Yeah, there's another one. There's like a
Stellan
Alexander and
Bill Skarsgård is It.
Bill. Okay. And musical guest, back to the 31st, Cardi B.
Great. So
I can't name a song, but like I think I could pick her out in a lineup. I think
I've seen her. I think she used to host American Idol. Do we like her? Is there an
I think there might be like a problematic thing with her right now.
Is it with her or is it with someone else?
Don't know. But did you know that there's going to be Star Search on Netflix? Like we get to vote Star Search.
Okay. Isn't that kind of just what
think
American
we get
Idol
to
is?
vote. But
isn't that what America's Got Talent is?
But Star Search.
Okay.
We found so many people on Star Search. Cut it out. Your favorite?
Star Search? Britney Spears. And Britney Spears was not good on Star Search.
She just sang like this.
Yeah, and it was very over singing and unhealthy. Same as Jessica Simpson.
It's up to you. No. I mean, it sounded like Tony Padron singing, basically.
Yeah, she's like doing.
Colton
she's
Winder.
mimicking. Whatever. Not to punch on Britney Spears here.
Careful.
Now here's the big choose is this Las Culturistas drama. Let's just talk about it for 1 second. And I'm going to talk about it not even politically. I listened to Las Culturistas. Here, let's get a picture up of them. There they are. Matt and Bowen. Careful. I've been listening to them forever. Forever. When they were doing collabs with much smaller podcasts that I still listen to, like The Big Picture and stuff like that. So, and they do a really good episode of Brokeback Mountain, like 11 years ago. With The Big Picture. Anyway, they've been getting more and more famous. Obviously, I've been so supportive of their trajectory forever. They're a lot sometimes, but like that's fine. Like I've hung out with gay men all my life. This is like fine. Like I love them. On this most recent episode, it was Bowen's it was called like exit interview. So Bowen is giving his like this is why I left SNL. It was wonderful. A lot of crying. Then Matt talked about his year and how he hosted the Today Show. A lot of crying, a lot of self-congratulations. Still fine with it. A little like, okay, but you both deserved it. You had a big year. That's great. Then we move on to Matt starts going off on this rant. Do you know what this is even?
No.
Really? Okay. He goes off on this rant. I don't even know where he wound the corner of this, but he's talking about politics. And then he goes, and for those of you who think that Jasmine Crockett's going to win, don't bother sending her any money. If Beto O'Rourke couldn't win Texas, she's not going to win. Don't waste your money sending to Jasmine Crockett. And I, who wasn't even really listening to the conversation and knew nothing about politics, was like, oh, it's kind of a really big thing to say on a huge podcast where you both spent the first half of this podcast talking about how you're both so big now, which you are.
And things are just very touchy right now politically. Yeah. Is this unprecedented? Like it's wild. Yes. Like maybe not the why is this thing to say? I mean, my God, you and I, the things you can say that will set people off.
I said the word Trump that one day, and it was a fucking shit show.
Exactly.
The word
I get
Trump. No, and what I knew about Jasmine Crockett is that she is a Black woman. I did know that. And
I don't know anything about this, so
I knew that she was pushing back on stuff, and she just seems like that's all I know. Is that I know she's a Democrat, and she's like, kind of a badass as far as stuff I've seen. So I was like, yikes. But then I thought, like, maybe they should have edited that part out. And Bowen does say, I have to agree. But then I was like, well, certainly they would have edited that out if it had actually been important. Well, it's not good. It did not go over well. People are like, you're fucking canceled. People are really going after Bowen, saying that his whole trajectory of life is that he wants to be white. Like, if people of color are mad at him, which I understand that they're like, why do you hate us so much? And like, I mean, in a way, I think it actually might help Jasmine Crockett's, campaign, because now people are doubling down and donating to her from like states where they don't even live, but not the best. And the thing that I thought of first is I was like, Tina Fey did I don't think so, honey, when she was on their podcast like 6 months ago saying, Matt, you need to realize you have about a year left. Did you listen to this? You don't listen to them, right?
No.
She's like,
it's not because I don't like him. I just like,
sure.
There's so many things I can never get caught up on.
But she said, Matt, Bowen, you're already so big. You're hanging out with Ariana Grande. You obviously can't say political things. You can't really give your opinion. You can't say if you didn't like a movie, obviously, because like you might work with these people. And she's like, Matt, you have about a year, so you need to stop. You need to start realizing that. And I thought of that, and that's what everyone is also saying too, is like, Tina Fey literally warned you about this. She was doing it in a funny way, but she was really giving you advice there.
You can only pull off saying that for so much longer.
Yeah, because like people are starting to know. I mean, and also like the conversation around it is like Bowen Yang and this fucking white guy, whoever this is, they are much more famous in my world, but like.
So what took off? Like, people picked up that comment, don't donate towards.
Well, yeah, because the way he said it was just, that's where I kind of caught on to it, was I'm like, you sound very line in the sand about this. And since it is political and it is a woman of color who is trying to kind of change the course of things here.
Yeah.
Just turn to the camera and be like, don't donate to her. Don't waste your time. And Bowen to go, I have to agree. I was worried. And I was like, well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but it really is not going great. And Bowen literally just left his like paying job. So it's not going great. Matt did issue an apology, kind of walking it back, which I think is kind of all you
also
can really
do something. I thought he got in trouble with something else, like maybe a year ago, with something he said or did. Was it with like the Housewives or something? I swear.
No, that was Joel Kim Booster. He's also kind of in that world, but he kind of went away around Shannon Bedore. But then he had to apologize for that. And I'm like, you're probably right. She probably was a total bitch on that set.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when she was in the whole victimhood, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I don't wish ill on them. Like, I feel like this could happen to anyone, but Tina Fey really did warn you about this very recently. And that just seemed like a very, like, don't donate to this one. Don't bother. And he was saying, like, if this white man can't win, certainly this woman can't. And it was just not a great look. So I don't want them to be canceled. I think they
vote.
Just vote.
Everyone vote. That's our, you know.
Now
we're smart and learned. Hey, we're not saying who to vote for. Just vote. You know,
just vote. Yeah. I say as I miss my last two votings.
God, knows.
Okay, let's move on to Salt Lake City, which I did not watch, but you did, so you're going to tell us about it.
God, this episode is so good.
Oh,
it is okay.
Gosh.
So they're still in Greece. They've been in Greece for it feels like a few months now. Angie K is still recovering. Her lips all busted up because did you see that last episode? She walked into the poor person holding all that shit. God. I mean, that is the stuff, that freak of nature, weird.
Yeah, over and over.
That weird shit. Oh God, I know. And her poor finger. She's got like her finger,
her
wrist, her mouth, her teeth. They're getting kicked out of restaurants and everything. So this episode, they had a playwright come in. This woman came in. She talked to each of the women about themselves and then obviously asked them questions, interviewed them about the other women. And then she was tasked with writing a classic Greek tragedy about these women. So at the end of the night, they're all sitting there and the women put on these scarves because then the actresses who are playing them wear the matching identifying scarves. And this, maybe I'm like super naive, but I'm just going to go with it. Like, I thought this playwright, if she truly did write this, obviously she got information from the women and clearly from production.
Okay.
She did such a great job. I was like, oh, now I understand what playwrights do. So she wrote this whole thing and the women are all sitting there. Here's a photo. And you can see they all start kind of like Heather, like, how, oh, because the playwright really just cuts them right to the soul. So at the beginning, it's like Lisa, she's talking about Lisa, like, oh, Lisa, she has all these beautiful worldly goods. And Lisa's all smiling. And then, she's talking about how like women, how people misunderstand her. Lisa's like, yes, they do. They really misunderstand me. And then of course it's basically like, all she cares about is like the beauty on the outside, but the selfishness and self-absorbed on the inside.
Wow. All right.
It does that for each of the women where they're like, wow, look at me. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm like this Greek heroine. And then it's like, oh. And by the end, they're all left sitting there like, oh, okay. And they go around and Heather's like, well, I mean, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was incredible. And Bronwyn is the only one that's like, well, I was actually horrified. That was deeply embarrassing and deeply painful because all those things that they said about me are absolutely true. I am insecure and I don't trust anyone. And and I will be two-faced if I don't trust you. And it's really disgusting and sad that this is all of us, but we're sitting right here being like, that was amazing. We're such good friends. I love Bronwyn. I fucking love her to death. And then in the previews for this week's episode, which will be the first reunion, Bronwyn's going to announce that she and Todd are separated.
Great.
And basically this past week was going after Meredith again. This whole season the whole season is going after Meredith and going after Lisa. They really wanted a receipts proof timeline with Lisa about this information that's being leaked to social media, but they didn't get it. So we end on Meredith being super pissed off because everyone is telling her that they're concerned. They have concerns that she's pulling them off camera, asking them things, what was discussed. And Bronwyn ends up admitting that she's been the one pulling Meredith to the side, telling her that people are talking about her drinking. And I get like, they're not really saying it, but allegedly pills is y'all's, you think?
Obviously.
So that's where they leave it. They're all like, yeah, we're just not going to ignore this anymore. So
I just don't like this as a storyline. I've said this 100 times. I never like it as a storyline on Housewives. It's getting a little too fourth wall breaking. And again, you all have problems with alcohol. You have to be cast on this show. I do believe.
Yeah. However, Meredith will come on and be like, nothing is wrong with me. Well, then you can't be on the show. You can't just sit here and be miserable and ruin everything.
It's like Robin.
And get paid for yes.
Yeah, like you have to participate a bit.
No. Which is what we said about Mary. That when Mary wouldn't do anything. And now like, no, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. No. Which is weird because Mary is being edited completely. I mean, night and day different than what we know about her. Did you listen to that
interview with Heather McDonald that Up and Adam did, by the way, about Cult of the Housewife thing?
Yes. And I listened to Corey and Carly's Surviving Sister Wives or Surviving Reality.
Yeah.
And they thought the same thing I did, that the documentary was weird, jumped around, lackluster, it wasn't great. I was like, it felt incomplete or something.
The Heather McDonald interview actually gave me a little bit more insight.
I felt like that Up and Adam is just so tired of her. I think he understands, like, oh, she's using me. She just calls me when she needs a guest on her show.
But he's using
because
her too.
No one else
she
will go on her
she has a
show.
much bigger platform than he does. So like they're using each other.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a tense interview, I did feel. But I did like learn, like I listened to the whole thing and I was like, oh wow. Ooh.
It was like interviewing like. You know what I mean? It was like interviewing like they're similar personalities.
Absolutely,
I feel like.
yes,
And,
yes, sure, yeah, yes. Okay, well,
just like wait, remember? Oh, never mind. Well, I'll save it for Patreon.
Okay. Let's talk about Beverly Hills because I actually did just watch this morning.
Ooh, okay.
Did you watch it?
Okay. Yes, I have a photo. I thought it was going to be from this episode, but I don't believe it is.
Okay.
But Kail looks great. They go to, where do they go to? I just blanked.
Don't they just go to someone's house? Oh no, they do go somewhere because they're on a plane at some point. Oh, Sedona. Yes.
They read it as like cowboy Arizona, some of them. So it's like they're talking about how they show up on the plane, how Kyle's got more of like a cowgirl sort of hat, and then the new girl, who I really don't like her.
Amanda, I don't like her at all.
She's awful.
And they don't like her either.
Louis Vuitton head to toe. No.
You know who I don't think likes her the most is Bose. Because when they're at the table and they're asking her about her business,
Boz.
I thought it was Bose.
It's Bose. Bosman. Bose? I always get it mixed up. This is like the homeless, not toothless. Toothless, not homeless.
Which they showed on this episode. I was like, oh, I love the memory of this. It's a wonderful charity. Bose's face several times while Amanda's talking, and you can see Bose in the background being like, like shut up.
I've made so many beautiful choices.
We don't need her is the thing. Is that Rachel Zoe is doing enough on her own that we do not need Amanda.
I don't know where I lie on Rachel. There's parts where I'm like, oh god, this is like more of the same Rachel Zoe Rachel Zoe project. But the little moments like when she's like, her sons are going to be so insufferable when they grow up. But the way she's like, okay, Kaius, okay, be really good. Don't pick your face. Bye. I appreciated that.
I didn't realize that was her son, but that makes sense. I guess.
Except I'm like, please, like, how many more products can I buy? Like, will you use any of them? Please wash your face.
I was thinking how, like, I'm so glad I'm not a parent because I would completely slap the shit out of my kid if my kid ever turned to me and said, Mom, it's not that deep. I think I would just slap him across the face. Absolute. Excuse me? You want to say that again? It's not that deep? I couldn't. But she's like, they say they protect me and they look at me as a princess. I'm like, okay, well, boy mom here. We got a boy mom. But anyway, I like Rachel. I think she's doing a good job so far. We don't need Amanda. Get her.
I do too. She's real bad. But they know what they're doing in casting. Like she is someone.
They need someone everyone doesn't like.
What do you think about Dorit? PK.
I don't like the alcohol storyline, but I'm glad that it seems like it's going to be.
I thought she was disgusting about it.
Yeah, and it shows PK saying like she doesn't have a real good understanding of this, and again, it's not your story to tell. Right. Yeah, it's just not. It's. We know we don't need to say that loud.
And wouldn't protecting your kids be not saying stuff like that?
Sure. Yeah, you're ruining the dad's reputation. And like, again, the alcoholic knows, so you don't need to shame them on top of all of this. It doesn't really help. Same with Meredith.
Yeah.
Okay, next. The Traitors.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to do a girl dinner about this that will drop next week. So we're going to be talking about Traitors so far. But really quickly, I think this season is great. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I don't know if you like this show,
I watched it before you.
You did. I watched all 3 episodes. Did you watch all 3?
I did. Okay, so we're looking at the cast photo here. On the bottom left, I believe his name is Eric, singer-songwriter. Did you know him?
This Asian guy?
Yeah, he's like a singer, K-pop singer-songwriter. I still don't know what he is.
I don't know a lot of these guys.
Okay.
I guess I kind of do.
Nice.
Yeah, he seems great.
Dorinda is just
that's Dorinda
into the background.
That's a really
next
bad
to him.
Picture of her. Oh, I thought it was nice, and everyone like clapped for her, and she cried.
Yeah,
she's probably a little hungover too. I I love her so far. I don't know her that well, but from what I'm excited to get to know her. I really like Rinna. She reminds me of my Auntie Kim in energy. And I think it's smart to have two housewives as the traitor. I was watching like a TikTok about this, but like that's great because if one of them gets voted out, then everyone's going to be like, well, we got the housewife out, so they're not going to target any of the other ones. And I think Rinna's doing a really good job of like being very under the radar, but still being herself and like in it. But like, I wouldn't clock her as a traitor if I were one of the faithfuls.
Well, Rinna's she's a great character for TV, for reality TV. She's, no matter where she is, she's going to do amazing.
I used to watch her on Days of Our Lives. Like, that's how I knew her. So she's like, yes, Billy. And she was very likable on that show. Everyone loved her.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
she had the big lips back then, too. That's what she was
remember
known for.
Sammy?
Of course. That fatty, that heifer.
Oh, she was huge. She was like a
hosted
9,
Biggest
maybe?
Loser afterward because she's so fat. But we are going to do a deep dive on Traitors. But Michael Rappaport, I feel, is the one that's like causing the most tension. I was like, I always want to root for Michael Rappaport because he's Phoebe's boyfriend on 2 episodes of Friends, which is the biggest stretch of boyfriends she like ever gets on that show. Is he's had a 2-episode arc, so I always liked him. He's really awful. Oh man, is he unlikable?
He is just so awful. I just kept thinking he talks with his hands a lot, and I just kept looking at his wedding ring, and I just kept thinking to myself, how the fuck can someone live with him, let alone be married?
I was like, I feel like he's very controversial, so I was trying to figure out like what he did, and like I know that like politically
he thinks that's what people want. No one wants this.
He also stalked his first girlfriend. That's like the one like big charge he got against him. Is he like he was charged with like, well, he had to leave his first girlfriend alone, I do believe, type deal. So I don't love that. And also I think like his political beliefs, people don't like that. And then during COVID, I feel like he started a TikTok and I didn't mind his rants because it would kind of work specifically for that vibe of the time where he was just like yelling about people not picking up their dog shit. And he would just do like a rant.
I remember
that. I was like, oh, I like this. But now we've all moved past that vibe and we're all tired. And I don't need your energy right now.
Yeah, and he's still going on that shtick like, I'm into housewives and I'm a man. How is that possible?
Yeah, but if he would be likable if that was
are my NFL. It's like, okay, well, we got Jerry O'Connell doing the same thing. Like we got a lot of guys doing this. This isn't new. This isn't unique. This isn't a brand anyone wants or desires.
Yeah.
The other one who just needs to go bye-bye is Mark Ballas and his disgusting hair and facial moles.
Oh,
he didn't
block him that much.
Exactly. Bye.
I don't really like that Scottish girl. I usually like people with an accent.
But I find Maura.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maura.
I thought she was Irish because she said, I think I'm going to be in third place. I think.
Yeah. Well, whatever she is. I don't find her likable.
The
saddest moment for me is when Rob's sister Nino got eliminated. I was the most excited about him
when he was laying in bed, like when they had him. Do you know what I'm talking about? They did the
yeah. Do you are you like in his universe? Like, do you listen to that podcast network at all?
No, I mean I know who he is. I know he was on Survivor forever ago, but I don't. Listen to him.
He has like a podcast network. He's like one of the first people to really create like a network like this called Rob as a podcast, but they do recaps of Big Brother, Survivor, Traitors. So he recaps these daily and he's super smart. I think he was on an All Stars season, and then somebody, I think, who's the host? Jeff Probst, I think, said that he was the smartest Survivor player ever. But then when he went back for All Stars, I guess he didn't do very well because everyone's like, he's too smart, we need to get him out of there. So that's what happened here. But he is so likable, like on his podcast. The reason I found him is because I was him and this guy Akiva Wienerker, who was a listener, messaged him out of nowhere and was like, hey, I want to do a Seinfeld podcast, would you do one with me? And they just teamed up and they have such a good rapport. They did all the episodes of Seinfeld. And then now they have their own podcast called Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. And it's basically girl dinner. They do just different random shit every week. And I love them. So I was so excited to see him. But I think that they all knew like we need to get this guy out of here because he's going
Yeah.
to win otherwise.
He'll
So
figure
that
it
was
out.
sad.
Yeah, and he was really sad too. He was taking it so seriously. He was really,
but I think he knew that too. As he's like, once they realize who I am, and he does recap this specific show. So all he does all day long from his standing desk, he works at a standing desk, is talk about gameplay and strategy. So I would get him out of there too, for sure.
okay. All right. I'm trying to think, like, should we give spoilers or
no? We can bring that over to. Oh, do we want to talk about Travis Kelce's parent mom?
Oh my God. I mean,
let's move that over to Patreon.
Okay, we'll just like keep it all over on like girl dinner
lovely.
stuff.
Yeah.
She does. Listen, I'm glad.
Sweet lady.
Okay, never mind. We aren't going to do spoilers here. I'm glad it ended up the way so that I could be like, oh, okay,
Nick spoiled it for me.
This is a gameplay personality.
I sent you that picture of John Goodman dressed as what's her face on SNL. John Goodman.
Did?
Yeah, I said I was like, this is Travis Kelce's mom.
Oh,
John Goodman dressed as Linda Tripp.
Yes.
Then Nick spoiled it just with his answer, and I was like, "Oh
no."
Anyway, we'll get more into that later.
We'll talk
she does seem lovely. She's a mom. I think it's weird that she's like, I'm just a mom, but I'm like, both your kids are in their 40s though. Is that still your claim? I'm a mom.
I think she's just a bad actress. I think they were like, okay, yeah, this is what you say, whatever, and like she just went in there, she's like, John, I'm just a mom. I've never been around famous people.
Your kids are both grown.
Boys, they used to stink. You.
A lovely lady. But I mean, she must have some kind of like badassery about her. The fact that she raised two like very successful football players. She's obviously not like a withering flower of some kind. So like I think she can hold her own. But okay, we'll
keep it over there. I think it's probably for the best.
Do you want to talk?
She was great on there. It was great, and everyone was like happy and cheering. And I hope off camera, after all the reveals, they were able to like get together and Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there was nothing unlikable about her. Is I guess what I'll say. She's a mom.
Do you think they stay in the castle?
I think they do, because I think someone was talking about that. Like I think someone said that on an interview. But I did notice that Monet takes off his sweatshirt at the breakfast table, and like just like Tom Sandoval. And I was like, so maybe I do believe Tom that it is just really hot in there, and that's why he is so sweaty. Because Monet was fully sweating. He might just be a sweater, but I mean,
I just feel like Scotland is just always humid. You know what I mean?
And
like
there's probably not a lot of circulation in the castle, I would assume.
Yeah,
it's stagnant air.
It's always like in the spring. Like in the spring, it's always just, it might be like cool out, but it's kind of damp.
It's like
you go out and like you can feel the cool dampness
I can't even imagine.
The dew on your hair. You're like, ugh.
Let's talk B90.
B90D.
This is the only screenshot we have of it, but it's good enough.
Okay, we're talking about before the 90 days, baby. Okay.
Now, I did watch, I think I'm 30 minutes into this most recent episode. Again, we'll have the screener, obviously.
Okay, edging.
And he does propose, this guy. He proposes. She says yes.
Daniel to Lisa.
She says yes. Then what else do I have? Emma meets Ziad's friends, and they talk.
I thought you were going to say family. I'm like, oh my God.
No, but friends. And they're like, did you tell her that she shouldn't be wearing this? It's just very funny. What's her face? Laura Linney wakes up with what's his face, and he tells her about his debt. Can I tell you this? This is a kind of a spoiler.
Beer can. Oh wait, no, wait. What'd you call him? Jugdish.
Jugdish. Her and Jugdish wake up in bed, and then she basically says like, he's bad in bed. She's like, he's just more vanilla and I'm more spice.
I can see that.
I can see that too. And that would be kind of a deal breaker on my end. But she's using him for the surgery anyway. But then they start talking. Still the phlegm from that cough due cold coming up. They get to talking about secrets. And he's like, I do have some debt. And he's like, it's about 50K. And she's like, oh, like in Turkish, that's Canadian? Like what, $1,500 And he goes like, I wish it was that. It's an American. And he's like, this is not a big deal. She's like, that's That's a lot of money. I don't even know how he would like
50,000 American.
American. That isn't like, as far as debt goes, that's not like.
Well, we
It's
need
not
to talk about the
medical debt,
kind,
but
because it
I
does
have
matter.
no idea. It does matter. I think he did try to open a small business. Isn't that correct? I could definitely forgive that kind of a debt where I'm like, you put yourself out there, you tried that kind of a debt, but like this doesn't seem like, and also it's never come up. And she didn't know that he doesn't have a job, which he has now revealed to her. And that would be a deal breaker for me.
Doesn't have one.
Like, he's like, I had trouble finding work, so I moved here and I have a lot of debt. He kind of slipped it in there.
Oh, okay. So it's not like I'm in between. It's just
no.
Okay. So
yeah.
So where's he living?
It would be a real problem. Well, right now he's living in the Airbnb that they're staying at. And then wherever the road takes him, I guess.
So he's just kind of just passing through life. Okay.
Not really cute. Not cute.
But he does say things like architecture is the art of life.
Yeah, he reads Nietzsche.
Who else can tell you that?
I'm trying to think of what else.
Nick Davis might.
Nick
I mean,
Davis.
get that man.
But
And
we
get
like Nick Davis now.
I was gonna say, I think he that's probably what Beer Cannon's looking for.
So anyway, we'll catch up on that.
But
if you're on our Patreon, you will be overwhelmed with 90-day content by today. So
we'll know about the skin removal?
No, their story was so far. The story is more focused around that 50K debt.
Okay,
and the
because I gotta tell you, I've been thinking about that. Full skin removal, rehabilitation, like your ongoing care, $7,500.
Is that it?
That's what they were charging her for skin removal, and
I
like
bet TLC's
excessive.
picking up half of that.
I bet you they like comped her to be on the show because they're getting a lot of publicity.
So sure, why not? I mean, I don't judge her at all. Get it? Use these men.
I hope she gets it. Yeah, kick Jug Dish out.
Yeah,
and put that money towards your recovery fund. Okay, yes, we'll keep up on that one. Yeah. What else we got? Amber Alert. Oh, you know how to keep a girl around. Whoa, we got an Amber Alert.
God, I got all these notifications. People are sending them messages on Instagram. Zaleska just messaged me. I think we are missing some important parts from Cody's apology to Christine. There's something definitely missing. That's why we don't get why David is so offended. I know. We're just talking about it. Something was cut out of there. His apology. Why is David so mad? Why is he so mad?
That's not they go. That's not they go.
This was going to talk over me the whole time. Okay, here we go. Hillary. It's a big week for Teen Mom, kind of mostly based around one story, which I did actually. I've been going on Reddit more. I'm not as scared of it. I don't look at I certainly don't look up Sister Wives podcasts.
Oh God, no.
Oh, the thought of it makes my heart just stop. But I do like the algorithm is good. Like it's like, here, you'll probably like this. So great. But she wrote, wow, the Teen Moms were really trash again this week. Love it. Kail and Jenelle, do you know about this, Jodie? It's a whole podcast thing. Okay, well, here we go. I'm just going to read this verbatim, and she put in pictures. She's really nailing it here. Kail and Jenelle started up their feud again, and the drama is still going on as I write. I'll try to summarize this as best as I can. Kail, let me just get my pictures lined up here. Kail made a very quick reference to Jenelle during her friend Matt Matthews' show. I did see this. A member of the audience said that Kail was her favorite teen mom, and Kail responded, me? Well, thank God it's not Brianna, obviously, or Jenelle. Oh, fuck. So there's like a video of that, which I did watch.
Uh-oh.
While Brianna has taken the high road by not responding, Jenelle, of course, took the bait. She posted the following, which Kail then commented on. So Jenelle wrote, Kail has to mention me and Bri at some point in her live shows because how else would she get views? But move over, Kail. My podcast and network is next. No punctuation in that. And then Kail wrote, I just peed from laughing so hard. 3K likes on that, including Hillary. It looks like, love it. What podcast and or podcast network, you may ask? Fuck if I know. Janelle's tried to have a podcast at least 5 or 6 times before, and they've all been complete failures. But this one must be serious because she let us know that she's already done a photo shoot to advertise it. And she showed us a short video of what I guess is supposed to be the studio. Because that's all you need to have a successful podcast, a photo shoot and an ugly pink couch. If she gets an unplugged Yeti microphone, Salty Birches will have some real competition. Kail then, do you have anything to say?
Oh my God. So it's just the hanging sheets. I'm sorry, what did you say? You just
do you have
paused
anything? Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, so we're looking at this.
Hashtag coming soon, it says up there, by the way.
Okay, I'm just taking this.
It's a blurry picture too. Actually, I think it's probably why. This looks like
this
the Love is Blind.
Janelle.
This is Janelle's new podcast.
Okay, my first reaction is not Jenelle colors. It is
not her
bubblegum
aesthetic.
pink.
Yeah, it's a Glinda.
Like, very pinky bubblegum pink. Bubblegum pink couch, and then all these white drapey curtains hanging, very Salty Birches. One house plant way off to the left.
This is better than Salty Birches, I will say.
And IKEA kids pink plasticky table and like a fake plant right on that on one side. That's it. Janelle doesn't read to me pinky pink, girly.
I would expect it to be more of like a Hot Topic aesthetic.
I feel like she took that out of what's her daughter's name? Emily, Evelyn, Evermore.
I had it, and then you kept saying names, and now I've lost it. What is her? Is EVK? I want to say. What is her daughter's name?
It's like Emerson.
Something like that. Janelle.
Elodie.
You're getting way further away from it. Ensley.
Yes. Okay, same thing.
Because that's all you need to have okay, yeah. Kail then posted my favorite kind of video where someone takes the time to rant about how unbothered they are, but they're totally unbothered. In the video, she brings up a lot of old dirt about Jenelle. If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Jenelle sucks. Incidentally, I'm not sure what's going on with Kaylin's eyebrows here, but I don't like it. Janelle then piled on about
Isaac. You could see how much Isaac looks exactly like Kail there. I never realized how much Isaac looks like her.
Because he does look a lot like Joe, but it's really kind of 50-50.
But like her eyes and cheeks there looks just like, and I always thought that he had Joe's eyes, but holy shit, he looks like
Kail and Joe kind of look alike. Janelle then piled on about 47 pounds of extensions and posted a response video talking about shitty things Kail has done to her. She dirty deleted the video, but a screen recording was posted on Reddit.
Whoa, that picture, Janelle really has aged a lot. Like,
I would, and I'm only saying this from experience because I experienced this. I think she might be hitting the bottle because the weight on her face. This is what Jack Shepherd looks like too. It looks more like alcohol puffiness than actual weight.
I was just gonna say that, like, she looks like she's aged a lot, and you can tell like she's kind of got like this bloating. Her hair's kind of receding. She looks like she's like the towny bartender. I'm not trying to saying that, but she is like not taking good care of herself. Well, it's caught up to her finally.
Did you think up until this point that she was? While all of this was going on, YouTuber LB blessed us with a chart comparing Kail's post-teen mom life to Janelle's. It's kind of hard to, but I mean, obviously Kail did win. Like Kail did. She got into the podcast. She got a journalism degree, and then she entered a profession that actually has to do with the degree, which is more than I can say for myself and many of us. She got in there. She got it on the podcasting.
No, wait, did she get her degree or did she get her associates?
I think she got a full degree. I believe she did.
Okay.
Because she was talking about
not to like bash her. I mean, hey, if you have kids and you go back to any sort of school, like, fuck, more power to you. Like,
I mean, she pulled herself out of that. She is successful. She has lots of money. So great. Not that makes you successful, but she did more than Janelle did is the point here. Janelle now made a response.
So sorry. Just to clarify, yes, according to AI Google, Kailyn Lowry earned a bachelor's degree in mass communications from Delaware State University in May 2017, completing a challenging journey that spans 6 years.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
But she did it with 100 kids. So
Right,
again,
exactly.
more than I did in my own
100 kids
profession.
and double that amount of baby daddies. Got it. Yes.
Oh, exactly. Janelle made a response video claiming that LB's list is false, even though all of the things on the list are just actual factual facts. And showed us a list.
I can see molecules.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment, not from your drug use. And showed us a list of her true accomplishments, which includes such gems as becoming certified in scuba diving and taking courses to be able to captain the broken down yacht she lost in the divorce. I hope you can read the screenshot below. It's absolutely delusional. So Jenelle posted this. There's a picture of her graduating also. She said, so I hear a fake list of accomplishments is going around the internet from this YouTube chick who thinks she's a reporter, monkey covering eyes, laughing. She likes those two together. Let me remind you what I don't boast about and make my money quietly. Keep thinking I'm broke and useless. I believe you do have money, Jenelle, but I do believe it's mostly from OnlyFans. Let's who are we trying to kid? I don't judge anyone for being on OnlyFans, but that's what you're making your money from now. Own it. I guess like Farrah did on Sunday. Jenelle went live claiming Javi will be on her new podcast. I have to wonder, is Javi aware of this? But also, I will listen to that.
Javi.
On Janelle's podcast.
What do you call him? Your favorite?
Fish Lips McGee.
Fish Lips
He's
McGee.
got big lips. And I think it'll just be a full Kail bash session. And I don't think Kail's going to handle that well or be able to ignore it. Jenelle also claims that Lindsay Chrisley approached her about doing a podcast together before she approached Kail for coffee convos. I can't believe that show is still going, by the way. And I have to wonder, is Lindsay Chrisley aware of this? The Ashley did a very comprehensive timeline of all in Kail and Janelle's past fights. And so you guys can check that out. There's a whole rabbit hole of fun in that article. Believe it or not, there is even more about Kail and Janelle separate from the feud, but I'll save it for next week. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Cheyenne finally gave up waiting for someone to buy pictures of her newborn. So she just revealed his face on Instagram in a new family photo shoot. I know you've been anxiously waiting to see it.
It's a baby.
I really like this little crocheted onesie that he's wearing.
Listen, it's an adorable photo.
Even I was like, okay, that's fucking cute.
Well, yeah, but would you know that was Cheyenne's baby as opposed to a stranger in, I don't know.
No, and I also don't care because Cheyenne was never a fucking teen mom, and neither was Corey. Yeah. Young and pregnant, Kaya Elliott had her second child with baby daddy Xavion. I don't really care about her. Finally, the ever classy Amanda Edwards made a video letting us know she's totally unbothered by the backlash about letting her daughter suck on a vape battery. If you remember that from a couple weeks ago, basically her explanation for it is that the people criticizing her are dumb. And that's our Amber Alert for this week. And our Hot Topics episode. What do you think?
Sucking on a vape battery.
You're just Jodie, you are dumb for getting mad about it. You're ignorant. You're ignorant.
You're not even allowed to throw batteries in the garbage. They're that dangerous.
Not?
The batteries are dangerous.
What are you supposed to do with them?
To dirt, to earth. But
to cockroaches.
Its mouth.
Yeah. You're just dumb. The baby was obviously fine. All right, great. So there we go.
Wow. All right. Well, we did it. And we're going to do it again, right? Every week. Make sure you're checking out Hot Topics. Give us a 5-star review. If you're watching this on YouTube, stick around. Give us a little hype. Give us a little thumbs up. Subscribe. Share. Thank you so much.
Send in your TRP requests to AmandaJodie1 at gmail.com. AmandaJodie1 at gmail.com. Or leave us a voicemail with your request. We'll play it on the episode, or I'll accidentally post it as its own episode that has nothing to do with the topic that was in the title. Speakpipe.com/love-to-hate. We got some great stuff coming up for TRP so far. So
yeah, we do.
Is that it?
We love ya. Yep.
We love you guys. You are all adults, right, Walter? Walter's killing it.
Bye, Wally. We love you.
We love you, and we love all of y'all. You're all adults. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.